My name is Neema Theonest, a young girl of 21 years from Tanzania. I am a clerk and member of parliament in East Africa Community Youth Parliament. I'm also a Sustainable Development Goals champion in youth leadership empowerment, climate action, and sexual reproductive health champion. Sexual reproductive health is very important, especially to young girls. Since 2015, after being elected as the chairperson of Regional Junior Council, I began conducting annual survey every October in collaboration with child welfare stakeholders. This survey focused on understanding how girls in rural communities across Tanzania cities were progressing toward achieving their life goals. The results were heartbreaking. Many girls had their dream cut off short due to early pregnancy and child marriage. Largely was caused due to lack of knowledge on sexual reproductive health. In response to that, I started a small-scale sexual reproductive health advocacy in 2016, speaking to girls in school and community about their health and rights. During this session, I discovered that many girls were missing school during their menstrual period. This was due to lack in accessing sanitary pads for their self-strip. This pushed me to launch a campaign of self-menstruation health to all girls by mobilizing resource, community support, and donate and distribute both usable and non-reusable sanitary pads, especially to school girls in rural areas. As the campaign gained momentum, I extended it into other regions of Tanzania and later on into Kenya in 2024. After being elected as a member and the clerk of East Africa Community Youth Parliament, I also integrated mental health awareness into the program in partnership with Tanzania Health Medical Education Foundation, where I serve as the vice chairperson of a youth board for mental health advocacy in Tanzania. So far, I've reached over 5,017 young people, including 3,036 girls, with lasting impact on reproductive health and the mental health.
My name is Zamda Bashir. I'm the head girl of Orinjola Secondary School. Honestly, we thank Sister Neema for bringing this campaign of self-menstruation cycle to all girls.
Looking ahead, I aim to ensure availability of at least 5 sewing machines, tailor expertise with the material for designing these reusable sanitary pads in both secondary and advanced schools across Tanzania and East Africa state areas that facing this challenge, so as to enable young girls, especially in rural areas, acquiring these sanitary pads even during their school session, as was a major obstacle for not attending class session in some days in a month. This will also pave a way to equal education opportunity and chances toward attaining their goals. My championing in sexual reproductive health is to promote good health, quality education, and gender equality, where a strong and a thriving community will be built. By recognizing the importance of building a resilient planet, as a climate activist and environmental conservator, I deeply committed to build a resilient planet that can withstand the pressure of climate change. Despite my academic journey of natural resource conservation, I actively read and participate in the climate action program through advocacy and youth empowerment across Tanzania. In response to deforestation and environmental degradation in my country, I launched a Plant a Tree for a Bright Future campaign, which has now embraced by 128 schools where over 7,088 trees have been planted to restore ecosystem and promote climate resilience. And to safeguard marine biodiversity, I read and engage in ocean cleanup activities, mangrove and seagrass restoration efforts around the coastal areas, combined with community awareness sessions on marine conservation. I also monitor and eliminate invasive plant species along forest mountain areas, including in Mount Reza Forest Reserve in Mbeya City, to ensure we protect the native biodiversity. This I do with the help of my fellow youth. By recognizing the urgency of youth unemployment and environmental protection, I engaged in training communities, especially youth and women, in plastic recycling and eco-charcoal production from agro-waste so as to create green jobs for young women and youth by promoting sustainability, and I did this with collaboration of local government stakeholders. As Sustainable Development Goals champion, I believe a bright future where everyone can thrive is built by us all. Thus, this initiative encourages on taking action toward climate change adaptation and mitigation, protecting species in land with other natural resources, also conserving the life of species below water. I also do empowering youth in taking up leadership roles, especially training young girls in taking over toward different leadership positions. As a youth leader committed to sustainable development, I have been forefront on driving transformative change in my community, national and global. Recognizing the underrepresentation of girls in leadership and in decision-making spaces, I founded a platform of Girls Lead for Change in 2019 so as to empower girls in secondary schools, university, and in the communities. This platform equipped them with critical skills in public speaking, self-awareness, decision-making, and in policy engagement. To date, the initiative has empowered over 2,700 schoolgirls and more than 7,500 university young women with leadership capacities. Among them, 69 girls from secondary schools, university, and law communities have successfully taken leadership roles, serving as student leaders in their schools and other as local leaders in their communities. These young women are now actively participating in decision-making and leading others toward goal-oriented outcomes. And currently, I mentor over 350 university girls, many of whom are inspired by my bold decision to become the first female candidate to run for university president contesting position, a step that broke barriers and encouraged other girls to believe in their leadership potentials. Throughout my journey, I have held significant leadership positions, including serving as a clerk and member of parliament in East Africa Community Youth Parliament. I do utilize this platform to promote youth participation in decision-making policy processes across East Africa Community member states. I was also honored to be a speaker at the East Africa Community Youth Policy Symposium and took part in policy consultation with the Prime Minister's Office on youth development policies. All of these initiatives align on driving sustainable development goals, particularly in promoting gender equality, quality education, climate change, peace, justice, and formulating of strong institutions. My vision is to scale up the Girls Taking Over initiative in different leadership positions via this platform of Girls Lead for Change in both nation and globally, ensuring that girls are not only represented but also heard, valued, and empowered to lead. Girls Lead for Sustainable Development.
Opportunities favor the urban individuals and advising for the government countries to enable this digitalizing to individual in both rural and urban areas.
As a youth leader, climate activist, and sexual reproductive health champion, recognizing the importance of these initiatives and how sustainable development changes are brought in my community, national and global, I, with my fellow youth, we initiate an organization with three main objectives, that is promoting spirit of generosity, climate action, and youth empowerment. This aims on extending at large the achievement of Sustainable Development Goals of 2030. Thank you.